This is Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
And you're listening to Extremely Accurate Bird Songs.
Wow, thank you, Flea. Hi, everyone, this is Billy. First off, since we recorded this episode, we have some amazing news that we will be performing at the San Diego Bird Festival in early 2026. That's incredibly exciting, and we'll put some info in the show notes. Secondly, since this is our last episode of the year, we just wanted to wish you happy holidays and happy new year. And also, I just wanted to say, if you have not picked up Tommy's Extremely Accurate Birds calendar yet, make sure you do. Everyone I've gotten it for loves it, and anyone who doesn't get one winds up sad and jealous. It's also a great way to support the pod and keep the bird rock dream alive. So, go to Tommy's website and pick one up for all your friends and family. All right, flock, keep flapping. See you next year.
That's sweet, sweet butter butt.
You're rocking with the birds. I would take a big bird, a small bird, a blackbird or a bluebird. Any type of bird will do. I'll take a sparrow or a goose. I would take a pigeon, a plover, over and over. I'd take a booby or regret. Stare at a woodcock with no regrets. I want to see a titmouse, a limpkin, nuthatch, or a buzzjet, 'cause I love birds.
Billy, are you ready to bird rock?
Oh, I'm ready to bird rock.
Today's one of the most awesome rockin' birds that we know of, the Yellow-rumped Warbler, the butterbutt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so pumped to dive into this one.
Yeah, it's Butterbutt Day.
For anyone who's listening, and this is your first episode of Extremely Accurate Bird Songs, I do need to maybe explain what this is. So my name is Tommy Siegel. I'm in a band called Jukebox the Ghost. My friend Billy Libby is also a musician.
Hello.
Has a band called Fort Gorgeous, and together we are on a quest to write a song for every single bird species. How many do we have left? I think 11,136?
Something like that. Something like that. We'll tally those feathers pretty soon again, see where we're at.
Yeah, and we've entered challenging territory because there's a lot of warblers. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be challenging to get through all of them.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the bird world in general, in the podcast world, in our lives, a lot to catch up on.
Oh, there's so much to catch up on before we even dive into that saucy butterbutt.
Ooh.
So since the last couple episodes, we had the Starling episode, which was, of course, we talked a fair bit about Oasis. But since then, you went to see Oasis.
I sure did. Incredibly exciting. Saw them in Edinburgh, Scotland. I had pretty much an insanely awesome travel gauntlet that included LA, where I saw you and we made Bird Rock, followed by a wedding in Santa Fe, where I got to go to Jemez Springs and see that area of the Southwest, which was amazing. Then the weekend after that was Edinburgh, Scotland, to see Oasis, where I also met the drummer of Blur and had just the most awesome rock and Britpop time in Scotland. Then the following weekend was a wedding in the Poconos with you, where we then went straight into a camping trip in the Adirondacks. Holy
Wait, we're
mackerel.
married?
Yeah. Well, actually, we both played the ceremony of a wedding. That was very exciting.
We did actually. Wait, we should maybe we should say this. Mention that our wonderful friends Ryan and Aaron asked if we would play acoustic music as people entered and they walked down the aisle, and we had a lot of time to kill, so we did play 2 bird rock songs.
We sure did. Yeah, that was the first performance of Bird Rock. Yeah, well, we realized we just kind of in general have not played music together in a live setting that much.
Yeah.
But that was exciting. There were a couple, Jesse actually was at the wedding, our Bird Rock drummer, and he had the look on his face when he realized that was Morning Dove. He was like, woo-wee. And a little Robin in there too.
Yeah, turns out, so we're putting this out there, obviously we'd love to play any birding conventions, and we're working on a few actually behind the scenes, just by the way. But also, if you're having a bar mitzvah, if you're having a wedding, we will play instrumental bird rock that all of your friends and family will go absolutely crazy for.
Mm-hmm. Well, and speaking of, we've actually heard from a couple bird festivals.
Yeah.
Damn, talk about exciting. I remember, Tommy, I told you when the first email rolled in about a bird festival, honest to God, I got misty-eyed. I was like, oh, it's happening. It's happening.
We're migrating.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I mean, it seems obvious to me that a tour would be a bird rock tour would be a migration. But somebody pointed out that you could abbreviate bird rock into Brock. And they left a review on Apple
Oh, yeah,
Podcasts.
let's read some reviews. We got some great reviews.
I love this review because they gave us 5 stars. But then the review itself says, these guys don't Brock as hard as they used to. I now consider them among the sellout Brock podcasts out there. 5 stars review, but only for old time's sake. Yeah, that one's got layers. I now consider them amongst the sellout Brock podcasts. Yeah, I love it. This one's good. Each episode gets me. On Crow, I laughed so hard I teared up and nearly rolled my Ford into a ditch. I'm all good, though. Yeah, Billy, do you have any reviews that really stuck out for you?
Yes, this is one for me that I really, really enjoyed. It's from Daylily Pam. It's 5-star. It says, brilliant in every way. I look forward to every episode like it's Christmas. The perfect blend of factual, fun, intellectual, and irreverent. There are few podcasts out there that hit it on the mark like this one. Come on. Damn, dude.
Nice.
That made me feel so good. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's a palate cleanser. I really like this one from Bird Nerd Gallery. I quote, I was listening to them ranting about Smash Mouth as I'm driving to get myself lunch, and what's playing on the speakers in the shop when I walk in? Frickin' Smash Mouth. Coincidence? Probably, but still weird. 5 stars.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so keep the reviews coming, people, and we love reading them, because guess what?
What?
Flock be flapping.
Flock be flapping.
Flock be flapping.
And also, by the way, I mean, maybe this is like a popular podcast in your mind. It's not yet. So if you have friends who you think would like it, please send it to them. We're trying to get that flock so big, but right now we're an endangered species. So
yeah. We're a small but very audacious, very vibrant group,
Yeah. Oh man, how many tracks into the album are we now? This is
This is gonna be track number
9.
9. Oh my god, no, 10.
No.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because Osprey was 9.
Wow.
That's pretty
my
exciting. Song number 10, dude. Dang. And this one, the inception of this song was featured in a previous episode.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm. Just a few episodes ago with Rosemary. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, this one was so fun to put together. This is maybe the most. Is this the most ridiculous so far? Maybe. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Crow, Merganser, and this one are all pretty ridiculous in their own way.
Merganser. Woo-wee. This was a real treat, though, for me, Tommy, just to watch this little baby come to life, from melody to produced track to writing to just getting the honor of maybe helping with a few lyrics. But
dude, there was a lot of co-writing. You kidding? We wrote. There was the rapping.
You got me singing 3K times a day. Bring you close, keep the other fellas away.
Yeah, to give a little spoiler alert, I mean, for the Butterbutt, we went in kind of a Justin Timberlake early 2000s. How would you describe this genre? What is this genre?
Yeah, I'd say Otzi hip hop, like the Timbaland sort of thing.
Like whatever this is.
Got me singing 3K times a day. Bring it close, keep the other fellas away. Protect my territory, I don't play. I'm your Butterbutt. What more can I say?
Whatever that is.
Well, remember, I remember we thought that was ooh, that's cool. But then didn't we realize it's also the, what was that Abercrombie and Fitch song?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's very much like, I mean, anytime I'm forced to rap, my flow is very much like the band LFO song. Summer Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, LFO. Yeah, but there's some great, he spits some sick rhymes to that song, though. It's like, I like the color purple macaroni and cheese, ruby red slippers and a bunch of trees.
Yeah.
That's good lyrics.
Yeah. I stole your honey like I stole your bike.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's good Abercrombie rock. I'm a little intimidated by this episode. I don't know about you, because warblers, I'm tempted to talk about warblers, but there's so much to talk about. It's opening a door into a whole nother level of birding that I don't know if we're ready to open. So I almost just want to talk about the Yellow-rumped Warbler by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, warblers are like the most Pokemon Go segment of the birding universe. There's so many different warblers. I think you can see between 50 and 60 species in the USA alone per year.
Yeah. Are there any others that are like kind of as famous as the Yellow-rumped Warbler, or is that the most famous?
Well, Yellow-rumped is kind of just the most famous because it's the most populous. But, I mean, among birders, there's certainly, there are many among us who would faint at the mention of a northern parula,
Are there any other with amazing slamming nicknames like Butterbutt?
Yeah, there's nothing quite like the butterbutt. That's the best one. But yeah, I mean, to me, the way to think about warblers, as a group is like, it's almost like thinking of, in a birding sense, it's like they're the closest equivalent we have to a Taylor Swift collectible vinyl variant, where like she puts out one album and it has 20 different colors. So there's a weirdly large number of plumages for birds that are fundamentally pretty similar. I mean, they, some are more divergent than others, but fundamentally they are pretty similar if you just look at the bird itself without the plumage.
Yeah, that's one thing we've had to think about when approaching this many songs is like, I don't know that many other warblers besides the Yellow-rumped Warbler. But for example, like a heron, it's going to be tough to decide between like green heron, black-crowned night heron, or great blue heron. But there's
Billy, I'm confused about what you're saying. Are you suggesting we're not going to do a song for all of those heron species?
Well, I just feel like we had mentioned before that we might have to just touch upon each kind of like family first. You know what I mean?
Well, I need to let you know that I fundamentally disagree.
All right, listeners, get ready. We're going into the 50 warbler stretch.
We are committed to doing 11,145 bird species. Right. And, if it takes us until we're 200 years old, we're going to do it. I would say I'd be curious to look at the a timeline based on our current pace and see where that lands us.
Yeah. Are you taking any of the necessary steps? For example, I am getting my blood switched out with the blood of baby birds.
Yep. I'm uploading my blood into ChatGPT every day.
Yeah.
So
I've blended my digital consciousness with the digital consciousness of a bird.
I thought you were okay. I did. You were acting a little different, so that makes sense.
Sure, yeah, dude. I'm mixing my brain with a bird. Mixing my brain with a bird. Well, damn, yeah. I guess before we get too deep into this, we should have people look up this bird. It's a beautiful, beautiful little warbler.
Oh, yeah. Cue the music.
Cue the music.
Look up that bird. Look up that bird. Look up that bird.
The Yellow-rumped Warbler is sometimes called a butterbutt because it has a distinctive bright yellow patch of feathers on its rump. But that's not the only yellow patch. So in spring, the male has yellow feather patches, like at the base of the tail, also on the top of the head, and kind of like under in front of each wing, and kind of blue-gray feathers on the upper parts, dark patch through the eye, dark patch on the breast. And the female is, like some of these colorful birds, like a bit less distinctive, but the female in spring has brown feathers where the male is, this kind of blue-gray and charcoal black, but otherwise the arrangement of colors is kind of like a male. And then in winter, we won't confuse you with that, but the only other thing I'll mention is that there are two subspecies of Yellow-rumped Warbler. They used to be entirely different species, and they got lumped together relatively recently. The Myrtle Warbler and the Audubon Warbler. And I didn't know this until today, actually, because I'm so familiar with the Audubon Warbler living in LA. The Myrtle Warbler is the eastern variant, and it has a white chin rather than the yellow chin. So I realized that our song, it refers to the yellow chin. It's technically about the Audubon subspecies of Yellow-rumped Warbler. We're not really covering every subspecies of Yellow-rumped Warbler. Can you believe that?
That's nuts, man. That's crazy. Come on, people. Make it easier on us.
I always wonder if there's people who listen to this podcast who like the music but don't really care about birds, and like during, on a stretch like that, they're just fully dissociating.
Yeah. Don't worry. The album's coming.
Waiting for bird rock.
Yeah. Bird Rock, it's coming out. We're going to be releasing a single soon. On the Patreon, you can get a glimpse of that album art that's real good. Ooh, baby.
Have you heard the John Mayer song that references warblers, Billy?
Is it Your Warbler is a Wonderland?
No. Check this one out. He actually references warblers.
So birders, be good to your warblers. Warblers will love like you do. Birds become lovers who turn into mothers. So birders, be good to your warblers too.
It's beautiful.
Ooh, baby, hell yeah.
Anyways, I didn't know those were the lyrics until today.
Yeah,
but I looked it up
J-Man in the house. Dang. that was really good. Wow, you really provide us with some great bird content, my friend.
You know what I discovered today is like, in preparing that to just dive bomb you with some John Mayer, I was trying to do a John Mayer impression really hard. I thought he would be easy because he's so distinctive, but I don't know what the hell he's doing. Like, is he singing hard or soft? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Studying the recording did not help me either. I really don't know. He's got a weird voice, man.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Well, don't thank me. Thank John Mayer, Warbler expert.
Thank you, John Mayer.
So yeah, we went full Justin Timberlake on this one. I'm sorry to hear that he contracted Lyme disease recently. I looked up to see if he got Lyme disease from birding, and I'm finding no evidence of that and no connection to birding. But I would suggest, Justin, get into birding. I think you'd enjoy it. He's a man of the woods.
Yeah.
Right?
When he came out with the album Man of the Woods, I was like, oh, okay, like this guy went camping once, and now he's putting out the Man of the Woods album. But then I realized his whole last name is as woodsy as it gets. Timberlake.
Timberlake.
Yeah.
God.
He is a man of the woods.
You see, they call me Lake. Timberlake. The frickin'
I mean, unfortunately, if you've got a name that involves timber, lake, and you're a man of the woods, you do need to be doing a tick check every single day.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Every single day.
So we talk about ticks a lot, man. Turkeys, get at it. One thing that's good is I'm seeing a lot of turkeys, so get goblin turkeys. Don't leave no ticks on the ground, yeah.
Yeah, I found out that the Lone Star ticks are becoming more prominent, I think, in LA, which is such a bummer. You know about that whole thing?
No.
They're the ones who make you allergic to meat.
Oh.
So it's not quite as bad as Lyme disease, but it still really sucks. Like, people develop, like, severe allergies to meat and any, like, dairy. And you basically, like, have to become full vegan if you get bit by a Lone Star tick.
But speaking of eating, let's tell me about what these yellow-rumped warblers eat, because I found out something crazy, that they're one of the only birds that have a specific type of bile in their stomachs to digest these waxy berries that allow them to go even farther north than most other birds. Crazy, right? Tell me more about that.
Well, the diet of the yellow-rumped warbler is part of the story of why they're so successful in the warbler kingdom and why they're so dominating among warblers. So they're absolutely the most versatile foragers of all warblers, which is why there's like 150 to 170 million of them, which is awesome. They do flycatcher stuff, like you might see them like fluttering out from a tree branch to catch a flying insect, but then they switch over to eating berries in the fall. But yeah, I mean, you'll pretty often see them skulking along branches and hovering midair and doing like stuff that you would associate doing with like a phoebe or a peewee or something. And unlike other warblers, yellow-rumped warblers are able to survive really harsh winters because they can eat berries when insects might not be around. Yeah. And you were talking about that bile. Mm-hmm. That bile, bile, bile.
Bile. It's been a while since we talked some bile, baby.
Yeah. They got some bile. Yeah, they have these high levels of bile salts, which allows them to digest the wax that's on the coating of berries, which other warblers don't have. And you can even see them like on the ground searching for food. So they're able to survive because they eat way more than the typical warbler would consider eating.
I have to admit, it's just a science thing. I didn't know that berries in the world just had like a wax on them. You know what I mean? I never considered that as something that just existed on a berry.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That is kind of weird.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of their like migration, I think of them as like, you know that Will Smith song, Switch?
Do I?
First one in, last one out the club.
Oh, that's kind of like them, huh?
You know?
First one in, last one out the club. Bursting in, passing out in the club. Back at it, this cat is the wit in the charm.
Will Smith with a belly full of wax, yeah.
So they migrate, the ones who migrate, and they don't all migrate, but the ones who migrate pretty early in the season. So that's kind of they're a bird that tells you that spring is here, and then they stick around pretty late. So, you know, they're a hardy bird, 150 plus million of them. And yeah, like out west, I see them in Griffith Park like all year.
And they're pretty tiny, right?
Well, I mean, they're relatively large for a warbler, but yeah, they're they're tiny, you know, as far as birds are concerned.
Smaller than a chickadee?
I would say about the same size.
Oh, cool, great.
And maybe we should cross-check that.
Let's double check that.
That would be my assessment.
Let's double check that. That's correct.
So yeah, just like a super well-adapted warbler, and that's why they're rocking so good. What else we got?
Well, we got to talk about Chloe making me crazy. For this one, we've got the males. They'll pluff their plumage a little bit. They'll shake that butter butt to defend their territory and to go. They gather food mostly while the females make the nest up in normally a very high area in a tree. And they lay around 3, 5, 6 eggs. Take about a couple weeks to hatch. And they're like a white cream color with the brownish spots. Really pretty little eggs there. Yeah, love that. Usually 2 broods per year. That's nice. Yep.
Just giving you a little field audio accompaniment there.
That is nice. That's a beautiful little song.
I like it paired with the Brooklyn Siren in the background.
Yeah. Story of my life.
Which, by the way, everyone, that was the myrtle so the myrtle subspecies of Yellow-rumped Warbler. The Audubon subspecies sounds like this. So kind of different. There's that versus this. Like, you know, I can understand why they were different species. They're not saying the same stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
We were definitely really thinking about Justin Timberlake, Sexy Back, Future Sex Love Sounds when we were making this one. Do you have any relationship with that?
Well, in hindsight, I look back and I think that's one of my favorite eras of hip hop. Like, that Timberland time. I remember the Nelly Furtado record that he made with Promiscuous and Maneater. Dang. Love that. And Missy Elliott just rocks. I'm excited to do a deep dive going back through Missy Elliott. Yeah.
My sister was really into that kind of era. I remember I was definitely more of a rock guy when it came out, but I have definitely learned to appreciate it. I mean, like, I listened to all of Future Sex Love Sounds as I was thinking about this song, and, like, that record is awesome. It's way better than I thought it was going to be.
I'm going to go back and give it a listen.
It's kind of a classic. I don't know. It gave me that feeling of Thriller or Bad. There's so many hits, and it's, like, got a sound and a vibe, and there's, like, some fun, like, medleys on it, and... Yeah, I just say it was way cooler than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's funkier and stranger than I thought it was going to sound. But yeah, I'm pumped to get into that butter butt.
Oh my God, look, honey, a butter butt.
I got yellow under my chin.
That's just a little teaser for you.
And that's right, folks. Butter butt. Do not make the himbo mistake that I made by calling it a butter butt. No, I called it a bubble butt. Remember talking to Rosemary? Listeners, you remember that? I called it a bubble butt? What a buffoon.
And that's how you know we're really being honest with our audience. We left in the bubble butt moment. We want to be honest with where we're at in our bird knowledge. Like, you know, I'm a pretty hardcore birder, but, like, you know, I'm still learning the ornithology stuff. And Billy, you're just jumping in naked into a new world, man.
I'm the nincompoop. You know, the nincompoop becoming a birder.
Oh my God, you guys, this is legit. we're getting serious here. So today we are honored to have as our song judge, we've got David Taves in the house, a professor at Penn State University, and it couldn't be more fitting for this episode because David's research is focused on evolutionary biology, genomics, and molecular ecology in avian systems, and particularly in species radiations of New World warblers. And
Whoa.
Whoa. And his field research has focused on studying hybrid zones of wood warblers in North America. So welcome to the podcast, David Taves.
Welcome, Dave.
Super excited to be here. This is a real treat. I've been listening to what you guys are doing, and it's been a lot of fun. So,
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. Have you had a favorite song so far? Just curious.
I feel like The Starling was pretty great. Hell
yeah.
It was just
Hell
like
yeah.
a great, beautiful song. I don't know. You guys, I feel like you're just capturing the ethos of these different genres. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you.
I mean, listen, we're just honored that someone who knows birds so well is open to the sensory pleasures of bird rock from a couple of troglodytes like us, you know?
I told my lab I was doing this week, and they obviously thought this was super cool, but they're like, wait, is this the guy with that does the bird butts? And I was like, yep, that's him. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Holy.
Yeah, I love how bird butts has almost just become a reference point. You know, like, well, you may have seen bird butts. Oh, bird butts. Oh, yeah. Bird butt calendar. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
You know, bird rock extends so far beyond us. It's just amazing.
I mean, number one bird rock podcast in the world.
Many are saying this.
Yeah.
Many. Okay,
Absolutely.
that's what I've heard. Yeah. So.
I'm such a little nerd. Like, I'm so excited about, the status of the flock and how, in the status in which it's flapping. Because, we're trying to make sure that the flock be flapping.
Yeah.
We can check and see where the podcast has been listened to. I'll be like, someone in Egypt listened yesterday. Like, that's so neat. What are the birds like in Egypt?
Who was that?
Who was that? What are you doing?
Yeah. So the Yellow-rumped Warbler was an interesting bird to tackle. For one, because, I mean, like, it did feel like we were kind of opening Pandora's box and like there's so much to talk about with warblers in particular. Like it's the most Pokemon Go like segment of the entire bird universe. And I love that this is your particular area of research. Like maybe you can answer this question, but like what is the actual reason that there's so many species and subspecies of warbler in particular? Like why is there something in particular about warblers? What is it?
I mean, that's the $65 million question. I mean, that's what I've been studying for the past 20 years. Why are there so many? I mean, part of it comes down to they're super colorful. They've got lots of beautiful songs. And the thinking is that these are traits that are used in recognition of males and females. And that maybe in warblers, this just went off the charts, and so they evolved many different colors, different songs, and that just kind of set the ball rolling in terms of new species formation. But yeah, I mean, the real answer to that question is we don't know.
Cool. Even better.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's in the bird world, they have been pumping out species faster than maybe second only to like a few Galapagos finches and some other species. But yeah, in terms of North America, wood warblers definitely have the crown.
That's very cool. So when you're doing field research, because a lot of it's, we talked about, is studying these hybrid zones where warblers, I would assume, are interbreeding. Mm-hmm. What is that field research for you? Can you like walk us through like what that is?
Hybrid zones are usually areas where you get the range of species 1 meeting the range of species 2, they got a little overlap and mistakes happen. And so, for a lot of species, they do a good job of like, their number one job in life is like to figure out, okay, all I need to do is mate with my own species and we'll be good. Some species make mistakes and yellow rumps are ones that do. So the hybrid zone with these guys is in the eastern foothills of the Rocky Mountains. So we've done work. It's a spot called Kananaskis, Alberta. You have probably never heard of it. However, if you've watched the movie Brokeback Mountain, or more recently, The Last of Us. So I don't know if you guys have watched that. So it's like the outdoor kind of Wyoming scenes are all filmed there. So like beautiful backcountry foothills of the Rockies.
Yeah.
This is where the myrtle forms and Audubon's forms overlap. And they hybridize, they form hybrids. And I could go on forever, but working in a hybrid zone's pretty awesome because you never know what you're going to get. You know, when we're catching birds, we're using mist nets. We're using like recordings to like attract them to come in. And when a bird goes in the net, you don't know what you're going to get until you get up there and look at it, because they've all got these, you know, it's got the head of an Audubon's warbler, but it's got the breast of a myrtle warbler. So yeah, I mean, catching birds is always a treat, but working in a hybrid zone is especially cool because you are targeting a species, but you don't know what it's going to look like when you get it out of the net.
Have you ever caught a bird just like with just your bare hand, just you know what I mean? Like when Obama caught that fly on TV. Remember that?
It was. I wish during the pandemic I did some like bird banding around our neighborhood, and so I had like the neighborhood kids come out in our backyard and like was catching birds just to do something outside. And later on, their parents would tell me, they're like, "Oh, our kids said that you were grabbing birds from the air, and you could like this is how you're taking pictures of them." It's like that's definitely not. It's definitely not what was happening, but it's a superpower I'll take. So yeah.
Wow.
I continue to find it hilarious that like it's actually quite difficult to describe sometimes in words what we're doing on the podcast, because bird song is a term.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's a different term than what we're doing, and also bird band is a different term.
Oh yeah.
What we're doing.
Yeah, you could play with that bird. Yep.
A lot of double entendres.
Exactly.
Out there,
Yep. A lot of stuff going on there.
Well, bringing it full circle to the Yellow-rumped Warblers, is this actually your favorite warbler?
Oh, you're not allowed to ask that question.
I know, that seems...
Yeah.
I thought you said that, but
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay, you're referring to warblers as like...
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I have worked on them the most. I think they are wonderful. But, you know, I get that question a lot from students, like, what's your favorite warbler? And then it's like, how long's your podcast?
Okay, you got to pick one: Myrtle or Audubon subspecies.
Audubon.
Which one?
Yeah, that one's easy.
Dang,
like
okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I spent a lot of quality time with Audubon's warblers. So yeah. Well, here's a question: is Rosemary Moscow gonna like disown you guys for inviting? Because I know. So this is the reason why I was like, I originally emailed you because she was like, "Oh, if you do a warbler, I want to do the Yellow-rumped Warbler," and I was like, "Oh no, I want to get in on that." So yeah,
that's funny. We talked about it because I remember she mentioned something like that, but I think she just wants the song to exist. You know? I think she'll be happy that
but maybe we should call her.
Yeah, maybe we'll see if we can get a comment.
I was also thinking, I guess it's like if this like nerdy professor is just like bombs the recording, we have a backup. So yeah, that was it.
Oh no, you're rocking.
So I have to admit, like I didn't even know that there was a warbler that contended with the Yellow-rumped Warbler. Like, what are some, in terms of like awesomeness, popularity, beautifulness?
Yeah.
What other warblers are in like the top 5 besides the Yellow-rumped?
Yeah, so I would say probably the one that gets everyone maybe the most excited is the Blackburnian warbler. So Blackburnian warblers, they have this sunburst orange yellow breast with this like perfect gradient that is just the most colorful. I mean, it's screams 80s rock.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking Les Paul.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Sunburst, baby.
No, when I talk about a sunburst finish, people are like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, I guess that's not like general parlance for guitar.
I was imagining Slash like foot on the monitor, you know, like playing that warbler.
Yes. Yeah.
That's so funny. I love that. I mean, black and white warblers are pretty awesome too. That's like, I think that their nuthatchiness is very interesting evolutionarily.
In the biz, we call them the zebra warbler or the chickadee warbler. Yeah, because they've got it's little. They're underappreciated, given they're not super yellow and orange like I was just talking about with the Blackburnian warbler. So they hang out on the canopies of trees. They've got these weird foot adaptations. They they behave more like a chickadee than they come off as a warbler.
Yeah, and that just brings to mind all sorts of interesting evolutionary questions, right? Because you're like, okay, well, they also happen to look more like a nuthatch. So is that tied into, or a chickadee? Is that why they look more like a nuthatch or a chickadee? Like, what about it? How did that happen, you know?
I think that's a good proposal. I think we should submit that to the National Science Foundation, and we should test these hypotheses, because this is good.
I was just trying to think of how I would test that, and I wouldn't. But I wanted to show you this. So I've been working on an entire field guide to extremely accurate birds that is coming out next year.
Excited
And
for this.
I have a whole spread
Oh my god!
of warblers.
Black and white, ovenbird, yellowthroat, black-throated green, myrtle, parula, yellow. We got Wilson, cerulean, American redstart, and God, is it a palm warbler? What's the one on the top? Oh,
Palm warbler.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Holy cow.
Nailed it.
Dang.
Did not study for this.
Ooh, man.
And I was just looking at the butts. I wasn't even looking at the
Dang. That was
some extremely
exciting.
accurate butts. That was good. Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, birding felt like it was going 5,000 miles an hour right there. It was like, holy cow, he's going to name them all.
Damn. He's going red-breasted merganser speed.
Hell yeah.
It's you're studying this shit for 20 years, and then you get a like rarely just is it like, okay, identify 10 warblers in 50 seconds. I can do this. This is what I've been trained for.
Yeah, I was kind of curious. Were you like aiming for warblers, or were you like, did you land on warblers?
I started in turtles, man.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Those are. I didn't know those were warblers.
I started writing emo songs about myself as a human, and I landed on birds. So I get it.
Yeah, no, I did undergrad. I was doing projects on freshwater turtles, and then I started grad school, and my advisor worked on birds, but actually I started on wrens. So if you have a wren episode,
Well, so as far as extremely accurate goes, if you're thinking about the yellow-rumped warbler in terms of musical genre, in terms of the universe of bird music, what genre would you have guessed that we would have gone in?
I mean, so I feel like I've thought about this a lot. More than I probably should have. Can I ask you a question first before I answer?
Please.
Oh, please.
So like a scale of 1 to 10, like how much did the hybrid zone play into your song?
Great question.
I wish I could say it did, but we actually it's even worse. We realized that the song wasn't even thinking about even subspecies, and that this song is technically about the Audubon.
Okay.
Dang.
Cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I independently said it was my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, I was relieved.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank
thank God.
Yeah. Continuity, that's what we're going for here. I kind of went for like a carefree 90s, but like ubiquitous. So I landed on NSYNC, like a kind of pop. I also thought JT's Frosted Tips were like very yellow rump. Well, I mean, they're known for their butt, Tommy, of course. But they also have like a yellow cap. So in the warbler world, they're kind of ubiquitous. So they're kind of everywhere. I wasn't sure if you guys went down the bubble butt road, but like anyway. I won't go any further with that.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
the further you've spoken, the more you've touched on basically everything we did, which is we did get into some NSYNC and specifically JT.
Yeah. That was like almost a bullseye.
Wait, seriously?
And some
No, you're...
Yeah, and some bubble butt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, butter butt, not bubble butt.
Let's dig in. Well, you'll hear. We leaned heavy on the rump on this one. I think.
I'm so surprised coming from you, Tommy. I'm so surprised.
Yeah. We have to be accurate.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh my god, look, honey, a butterbutt.
I got yellow under my chin. I got yellow under my wing. You see me shaking that thing.
Boy, let me get a look at that.
I got yellow under my chin. I got yellow under my wing. You see me shaking that thing.
Boy, let me get a look at that.
You You got me singing 3K times a day. Bring it close, keep the other fellas away. Protect my territory, I don't play. I'm your butter butt, what more can I say?
I need pine needles and a bunch of sticks. Horsehair, deer hair, I need it quick. You help me build an ass, baby, just like this. My butter butt with a mouthful of twigs.
You see us flooding in your town. It's warbler season starting now. You best not put those binos down. Our rumped out bird is saying wow.
Oh my god, look, honey, a butterbutt.
I got yellow under my chin. I got yellow under my wing. You see me shaking that thing.
Boy, let me get a look at that butter butt.
I got yellow under my chin. I got yellow under my wing. You see me shaking that thing.
Boy, let me get a look at that butter butt.
I'm your butter butt, what more can I say? I got yellow under my chin. I got yellow under my wing. You see me shaking that thing.
Boy, let me get a look at that butter butt.
I got yellow under my chin. I got yellow under my wing. You see me shaking that thing.
Boy, let me get a look at that butter butt.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I kind of did hit it on the nose, didn't I? That was
You did.
You really did.
Oh, that was great.
Well, the rap, which I want to say thank you to the Yellow-rumped Warbler for coming into the studio to rap with us. But
How did you catch it? Did you just grab it out of the air and just,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
And it was immediately singing. Just
yeah.
I had a question. Do they really sing up to 3K times a day?
Yeah, I mean...
That's so many times.
Like, so much energy to put into
Yeah.
your... Like, don't you have a better thing to do? I mean, it seems to be working for them because they're they're everywhere. But, they sing a lot.
One thing I'm very pumped about with this one is that as far as SEO is concerned, not a lot of songs about Yellow-rumped warblers out there. Some of the songs we've covered, like they have songs that obviously blackbirds, well covered, but like I don't think there's a Yellow-rumped warbler song out there of note that I could find.
Yeah,
so,
I mean so if someone's Googling just randomly, like, I need the song of a Yellow-rumped warbler for their scientific presentation.
Oops, the album.
Yeah,
Although, John Mayer has that song about warblers in general. Have you heard that one?
I've not. What is that?
Oh, check this one out.
So birders, be good to your warblers. Warblers will love like you do. Birds become lovers who turn into mothers. So birders, be good to your warblers too.
Beautiful song. I didn't notice it was about warblers until I
dang,
listened
holy
closely.
mackerel.
We had some. It sounded a bit like Swift Stevens there for a second too, but then I got the melody. So it was... Sifjan was doing a song about, or it was an album for every state. So you guys are, so what are you guys at now? You have 10,000.
Dang, I think this is
795 left to go. So
Yeah.
We still have over 11. We have 11,134 or something to go.
I think this might be song number 10, though. That's a big deal. We're really getting close to the album being done, which is very exciting.
I feel honored. This is,
Thank you for helping us send it home,
I mean, it's good for the content. You guys are going to keep going.
Also, Dave,
Yeah.
I've been waiting to say this the whole time we've been recording, but as someone who's been editing a podcast a lot recently, you got a wonderful radio podcast voice, my friend.
Seriously?
I hope that you're
Agreed.
I hope that you're hitting the bird circuit because the people need to hear that voice. That's
Thank you.
nice.
No, Well, here's the problem, though. I was always told I had a face for radio, but now it's like, what is it? Everyone watches their podcasts now. Like, come on! I just feel like
I know. I'm like, come on, really? Yeah. Like, I thought that was the whole point.
Exactly. I'm an old fuddy-duddy. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I don't watch any of it on YouTube. But no shade against anyone that watches this on YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah. But thank you.
Well, I've mentioned this before, but I watch a lot of Deadliest Catch and all that stuff, and it's got like that Mike Rowe quality, You could put that guy out of a job. You should just start undercutting him.
Right.
I'll do it half as much.
Yeah. Clearly got into the wrong business here. Well, actually, I lecture and I give.
There you go. There you go.
So students pay attention some of the time. So
well, and you're a musician as well.
Yeah, I sing a little bit. I've also been trying to write a song for every student that gets a PhD and graduates from the lab. So write a song.
Really?
Yeah. So
wow.
That's so nice.
They're extremely niche. The last one I wrote was about geolocators, which are tiny little light receiving backpacks that you put on birds to follow their migratory patterns.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So.
Wow. I was going to ask you if you'd ever written a song about a bird. You've gone way deeper than that.
Yeah, whoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't mix work and play too much. So yeah.
Dang. Yeah. Well, that's so cool.
You don't play.
Yeah.
He knows butter butts. What more can he say?
Butter.
Well, no, I got to say, we might have to call upon you for some bird vocals.
Happy to.
I'm just saying, everybody, I'm like, okay. I've got ideas.
yeah.
I've got ideas.
Legit.
Would love to. Yep. Happy to do that.
As a warbler specialist, I'm curious because we're obviously going to we're going to do a song for all 11,145 birds
And 116 warblers, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Heck
Yes. We might start with the ones that you see in America, the 50 to 60 that you might see in North America, but obviously we'll get to all of them.
Yeah.
But my question is, if you had to skip a warbler, like if you were like, maybe don't bother with that one.
That's a spicy question.
Oh, that's rough.
Give me that bottom barrel warbler where you're like,
Can I don't tell anyone this. On
As
the
you record
podcast.
into a podcast
exactly.
microphone, yeah.
I love ovenbirds, but ovenbirds I know, right? They get short.
But they're kind of their own thing.
They're kind of their own thing, and they were debated about whether they were even a warbler, and like genetically they are, but I don't know. They're just so silly. And like when we're out, we're trying to catch warblers and catch the diversity of species around. There's always an ovenbird there, so like your day could like never end if you just wanted to catch ovenbirds all day. But also they're great and they're stupid and they're they just get super jazzed. So like,
what the heck is an ovenbird?
Oh,
Billy. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well,
you can go see an ovenbird right now in Prospect Park. They'd be out there.
Dang, tell me more. I'm dying to know what an ovenbird is.
The biggest warbler. They're chunky. They hang out on the ground. They kind of look more like a thrush. Exactly, like a hermit thrush.
But with a hermit thrush with a funny hair.
With an orange mohawk. Oh, so now I'm falling back in love with them. I can't believe I threw shade on them, but
shots fired.
But the ovenbird, their song is like very loud, and it's like teacher, 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 teacher. Oh. But their nest, this is where they get their name, is it looks like it's on the ground, and it looks like a Dutch oven, and it's got like a little entrance. So. Yeah, now I feel bad, Tommy, for shitting on the ovenbird. But you put me here.
You had to pick.
You want to know how dumb my thought process was? You just said Dutch oven, and I was like, oh, I forgot that was an oven and not just a word for farting under a blanket.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
lots
that's
of layers here,
But when you said ovenbird, I was like, oh, he must mean like chicken or turkey. Or like maybe duck.
Something you put in an oven?
Yeah.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Yes. No, that's perfect.
I love that. Ovenbird. Oh, that's a sushi bird.
Oh, yeah. No,
You don't cook it.
Not for the fine company. No, that's an ovenbird.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else we haven't covered. Is there anything you want to tell people about the Yellow-rumped Warbler that you think the bird rock audience should really know?
Mm-hmm. So what I will say is that I have personally been involved in trying to split the yellow-rumped warbler into distinct species. So, in my opinion, well, and as a scientist, it's not just my opinion that matters. All the evidence that we could talk about genomics for a hot second too. No, I'm not going to do that to you guys. But like, genetically, Myrtle and Audubon's warblers are super distinct. They look totally different. They
do look different.
Right? Yes. The fact that they have a hybrid zone between them meant that the fuddy-duddies on the nomenclature committee didn't agree with my proposal.
But so it used to be split, and then it got lumped, and now you're kind of proposing that it get split again.
Exactly.
But maybe less number of splitting than before, or
it would be would be the same. I mean, it's because there was a heyday in the 60s and 70s where anything that had a hybrid zone, they were like, oh, they don't treat themselves like distinct species, so that they shouldn't be. But now we've come to appreciate these like little narrow hybrid zones don't mean that it's like the end of the line. And also, like, we haven't mentioned another warbler hybrid zone that we've studied, which is like golden wing warbler and blue wing warblers. Those are two distinct species, but genetically they're basically the same thing. And they hybridize wherever they co-occur together.
Huh.
So people have petitioned me to lump them. That's a little bit more controversial, and I didn't want to mix that pot before I got tenure.
Ooh, damn. The lumpers and the splitters.
Yeah, the lumpers and the splitters. So there we are. Yep.
It's kind of, but that is an intense area of discussion within the birding world, is lumping and splitting. It's a very different thought process, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I was shitting on the nomenclature committee a second ago, but what I will say is that in the bird world, the fact that we have like a committee that decides these things, they like weigh the balance of evidence. I may not agree with them, but I'm like glad we have a committee that decides it. Whereas in like the reptile, like herpetology, like amphibians, reptiles, they don't really have a committee. And so like anyone who writes a paper can just name a new species, which is fun, but it means that it's pandemonium over there.
Really?
Anyone can, describe a new species, and there's not balanced evidence. So, yeah, as much as I...
So you're saying herp rock, lizard rock, like, don't even bother.
I mean, you'd have more content.
Just infinite, just random dissertation papers, yeah.
Hey, lizard rock, I'm ready.
This song's about a population of newt found only in Memphis. And yeah, so you could just go forever. But yeah, that's my treatise on the classification committees.
Yeah. Oh well, one thing, Dave, I'm realizing we need to get your rating. Would you? Oh wait, did you already say that this song is extremely accurate?
I mean, yes, of course. I mean, the fact that I don't want to give myself any credit here, but like the fact that we landed on the same genre. I mean, I've listened to all of the podcasts, and I don't know if too many where people have landed like.
Yeah, no.
I know Rosemary
really
would go on, and you'd be like, "Oh, we think we should like bring you in for the the brainstorming sessions because you've got a lot of great ideas."
We had a really funny one recently with the it will have been out by now, but with the red-breasted merganser, because we went with a weird quality of the red-breasted merganser. Like, we went for the mating calls for some reason, and like.
Okay.
Bonner Black, who was our guest, was rightfully like, well, they're the fastest birds on Earth, potentially. So I would think something fast, and we were like, I mean, we recorded like a Disney Broadway on Ice duet.
Yeah. Our song was a little more goosander,
Okay. Yeah, you're what was that? The Gamble's Quail song, like the recording you have of the quail in the song, I hear it randomly in my... Well, and I told you guys the cloaking me crazy thing. Like, honestly, every morning I'll just be like, making me crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, my wife has not listened to your podcast. I've tried to spread, but she knows the cloaking me crazy song. So
oh, that's so funny. That's even
awesome.
better. That's even better. Heck yeah.
I just, I think we've already, we have all these crazy goals with our podcast, but I got to say, a goal that I didn't know we had is that an ornithologist's wife would be driven crazy by them singing "Cloaking Me Crazy" at them. That is
It's an earworm, man. It's an earworm. There you go. I've stumbled on something real big. So.
Awesome.
Well, Dave, thanks so much for coming on the podcast. It was, truly an honor to have you on here, and actually someone who has this as their real, genuine field of study. And is there anywhere where people can find you online or or find your work?
Yeah, davetaves.com. They're not going to be able to figure out how to spell that, so it's not super helpful.
We'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, in the show notes.
Yeah, Penn State biology. We're cooking up good stuff on Warbler evolution over here. So yeah, that's it.
Love that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You rock.
Well, everybody.
You rock. Thanks for coming on.
Birders be good to ya, warblers.
Heck yeah.
You see, they call me Lake. Timberlake. The